TV Breakfast, your platform where you get all the news updates, sample just, a lot of some beautiful and delicious breakfast. The headline segment just gone by with the ladies as we usually do on Fridays, and now we're sitting for that conversation we want to bring to you on the NPP's major function today and tomorrow, Sunday as well. It will be busy at the Legon Sports Complex. The Patriotic Party, the new Patriotic Party, holding its 2025 National Delegates Conference. And so we've brought you scenes from the scene already. Jay and the crew are on the grounds. Preparations are ongoing. We want to engage some officials of the NPP to understand the motions that are up for, review by the delegates and what recommendations will be made. And so preparations are heavily underway. The place, as you can see, has been set up at the University of Ghana Sports Complex. And so they'll be looking at the election and motions and review of these motions. About 6,000 delegates coming from the 16 regions of the country all across board, making their way to the capital, Accra, and then they'll be housed in various places, various campuses as well. Some will be housed at the UPSA and other campuses around where the conference will be happening tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. That's the 18th and the 19th, the Friday 18th, 19th to 20th of July 2025. And so the theme for this conference, the NPP has said, is building together with our values. And we spoke earlier to some officials from the NPP, and they are saying that coming out of that heavy defeat, they are coming together to be able to move the party forward. Let's go to the phone. We want to engage the Director of Communications for the New Patriotic Party, Mr. Richard Ahiagba. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Great to have you. I know you're tired. You're on the grounds. Lots of work going on. Just tell us briefly, is the conference on hold due to the injunction that two members of your party have taken to the High Court?
Thank you very much for having me. I have not come into the knowledge of any such injunction. I'm hearing it from you.
Okay.
And the conference is scheduled for the 19th, which is tomorrow, will happen as scheduled.
Okay. Because we have seen in the news circulating that two members of your party have gone to the High Court seeking a hold on this conference due to some breaches of the Constitution. But you're saying that it will happen tomorrow as stipulated.
Yeah, some people, I don't know why anybody would do that. All the processes that ought to be adhered to have been adhered to. But in any event, just to speculate widely, if anybody would want to do that, the question I ask is that why would you do that if you are truly a party person, decision made by the National Council of the party? If there is anything to add, you add it. Right. Are you interested in building or destroying? Why would you be motivated to injunct the process for what? The amendments that have been brought, or the business that conference is going to deal with tomorrow, not a contentious business. It's one that all of us want, resulting from the 2024 election review committee's recommendation that we all want with interested want to improve conditions and situations in our party. Amendments resulting from our 2019 conference in Kumasi that has been put together by a committee of National Council, and fresh proposals have been brought by party people to improve and strengthen our Constitution. These are matters of consensus. These are matters that every party member agrees. There's no matter that anybody wants to quibble about relative to the conference and the principal business of conference. So if there is no contention about that, why would anybody say that, assuming that, admitting that, the amendments or the proposals have not been sent to this particular constituency or that constituency, and so therefore that constitutes a basis to injunct the process, when you know the party is on a very tight timeline to be able to get business done and reach a certain conclusion of leadership or party reformation. So I find it very unimaginable that anybody who is well-intended, a member of the New Patriotic Party, will move to take this action rather than if there's any question they want answers to, pursue answers or pursue those questions within, rather than go to court to injunct the process. So as far as I'm concerned, I have not seen that injunction you're referring to. I don't know what the issues are, but just on top of my head, I cannot, as a good party member, imagine anybody wanting to injunct a positive process for the party at this time.
Okay. Let's look at the conference itself, sir, if you allow me. What are the motions that are up for, review, recommendations that have been put forward to be able to rebuild together as you look at, electing your candidates who will eventually have a flag bearer who lead the party into the 2028 elections?
Yeah, so the key matter I think I need to underscore here is that conference is not about electing anybody tomorrow. It's not to deliberate on anybody's election tomorrow at all. There's no matter before conference like that. The key thing, as I indicated earlier, is to consider the passage or the approval of the motions that will be put tomorrow by the election review committee to maybe to a vote and see if conference will adopt or disapprove the motions that will be before them. But the principal one that I'd like to talk to you about, almost about 300 motions that will come before conference. The key one is the effort to expand the electoral college, which is cardinal because of the matters resulting from the 2024 elections, the feedback that the committee has reported and its recommendation is the cardinal motion tomorrow. To say that our electoral college include certain category of people which were hitherto not passed, namely our former members of parliament, our former constituency, polling station, regional and national executives to be included, our former MMDCs to be included, and then also to make room to add 2 more people to the polling stations and add about 4 people to the electoral area executive. So instead of previous 1 person coordinating the electoral area, we'll have a team of 5 coordinating the electoral area. So this is more or less, in my view, the cardinal amendment that is consequential going forward for the party. The other ones are essentially administrative. For example, my own position is up for discussion as to whether we continue to have it appointed or to be an elective position. And so essentially, these are some of the matters that will come up. And then this simply going to be a voice vote after the motion is read, and question will be put, and then the conference will be required to either up or down with a voice indication to adapt or to disapprove.
Right. Let's look at post-2024 reflections. What are some of the key things that this conference will be looking at, going forward?
Well, the conference really is not, apart from the messages that will come, which are standard messages from the national chairman, the general secretary, the treasurer, which are business administrative information, and perhaps the chairman guidance and vision type of message. The former president, the 2 former presidents, the former vice president will speak. Apart from those, there's nothing else that will be done that will be significant more than the amendment. So the focus is the amendment, and any reflection that will be had, I think, just be what we have been done already to result in those amendments.
Right.
So going forward, it is how we use those amendments in terms of the implementation in reform processes that will will be our focus. As far as reflection, we have done the balance of reflection that we need to do that is culminated in the proposals that we're going to consider tomorrow.
Okay. Are there any motions up for review or discussion that is tied to conflicts, internal conflicts in the party? We saw after the thank you tour or during the thank you tour of the former vice president and the NPP, some skirmishes here and there, and even the feud between Dr. Brian Champong and Chairman Wintumi. Will all of this be addressed?
No, these are not matters that the conference is seized with. Of course, a conference is the highest governing body of the party, but they are not matters on conferences like that. There are structures within the party, national council, committees that will deal with these ongoing matters.
Right. Thank you so much for your time. We definitely will be following the happenings at the conference. Security measures, if you can finally tell us how the preparations for security, with the magnitude of people that you're expecting. We're hearing that regions will be delegated to certain gates as well.
Right. Security is top of mind. Yesterday, I think we had our last but one security meetings with the police and other individuals within the ranks of the party, and we have taken very thorough measure to ensure that people are safe right from when they get on the buses from their region coming to Greater Accra, and when they get to Greater Accra at their various places of residence or where they are going to be sleeping at hotels, and then all the way to the venue. Security considerations have been taken very seriously, and yesterday the perimeter of the venue security is also prioritized. So as it were, if you are not a delegate, you are not going to be permitted to enter or participate in activities within the stadium precinct tomorrow, going until after we close. So security is top of mind, and I would want to use the opportunity to plead with all our supporters across the country who are in Greater Accra or who have, for some reason, have traveled to Accra already in readiness to attend the conference tomorrow, not to come to the stadium, because if they are not delegates, they will not be allowed to come in. We have taken very, very good measures to ensure that the proceedings are broadcasted on many, many channels. In fact, on social media channels, we're going to be very widely available there, and on the All Good Network, we're going to be there, and many others. So people can participate remotely, just so that we can lighten the security burden. But meanwhile, to your question, we have taken every considerable measure to ensure that security is taken very, very seriously.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Ahiagba. Mr. Richard Ahiagba is Communications Director for the New Patriotic Party, the NPP, going into that crucial delegates conference tomorrow at the Legon Sports Complex, the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And 6,000 delegates expected. He has said the security is top-notch to be delegating gates to people. Identification as well has been said by the party's General Secretary Haruna Mohammed to be top-notch. Everybody will be identified. Delegates will have the identity clear and identifiable, and the media from today, accreditation is open. Also, media personnel will fill a Google form to have their accreditation as well. He said that matters concerning feuds between proposed candidates or candidates who are vying to be the next flag bearer of the NPP are not what will be addressed. Motions up for constitutional reforms and reforms of the party as they rebuild together with their own values going into the 2028 election. So that said, all eyes will be on Legon, and we'll be bringing you more sights and sounds. Jay Gabra and the team are on the ground, as well as all of our channels. I am Altitude Saida Sadiq. We're back with online dating. Reverend Nanaya and Valerie will bring that to you.